Hello, you are watching poopacific.com and this is day 5th of our mehndi classes. So let's begin.
Poopacific.
Hello friends, in day 5 we will learn how to make flowers, and before learning flower design we will learn how to make frills and design on frills, which will afterwards create flower design. Now we have to draw a straight line at first. We will practice it in straight line and afterwards in curved lines. The frill design goes something like this. This design is highly used to decorate or give fillers to mehndi design. After practicing this design on frill, we will now practice how to make flower out of it. And this is how we will make flower out of the design made above. For another type of flower, first draw a straight line again. Practice the dot design on it. And now, using these dots made above, we will create a flower. For the third design, draw two parallel lines. And then further, draw tilak over it. We have already learned the tilak design in previous classes. It was also known as the drop design. These were the drop leaves we learned in the previous classes. Now, using the above drop design or tilak design, we will create another flower. This flower is highly used in mehndi design. It is very easy to make. Practicing it brings more perfection. So practicing on the frill brings out more perfection in the design, and now we will form another frill by again creating two parallel lines. Using the above made design, I am going to make flower. It is slightly in shape of heart, not exactly, but slightly we can say. We will give shade on it to make it more beautiful. Shade can be given both ways, upward and downward as well. Whichever looks good in the design or the flower. Depending on the flower, we give the shade. For next design, again make two parallel lines. And then draw the design we will use in the flower on it. giving the shades again for the fillers. For our next flower design, here we are using design resembling to the 3 leaves pattern. It is just resembling to it. This is not exactly the 3 leaves pattern we have learned before. And now we will give shades on it, as shade makes everything more beautiful. Using this design, we will create another flower. This flower is slightly difficult to make, not difficult actually, but with practicing more and more, you can bring perfection out of it. And now in this column, for this design, we will form a spade pattern. Spade is something which we are familiar through the cards. I'm saying it again and again that please make sure practice all these designs until you get perfection in it. Otherwise, it won't come out to be good and or perfect in mehndi designs. I'm giving an outline here. This is also a kind of filler for making the design good or presentive. Until now we have done the shading upside down, and now we will do it in opposite side, like from downward to upside, which will go this way. As I've already said that the shading part depends on what kind of flower we are making. So in this type of flower, the shading will look good the opposite side. So now lastly we will learn to make rose flower, which is slightly difficult but not so much. So to make rose, we will first make 2 leaves like this and then form a circular design. We also call it a jalebi design in India. And now we will connect the leaves with the circular design. And using these above made petals, we will form a rose, which will go somewhat like this. Rose is actually a very beautiful flower, and using it in a mehndi design makes mehndi more presentable and more beautiful, gracious we can say. Making rose is not very much difficult, but practicing it will lead to perfection on it. We will now complete it by giving shade. So this is it for day 5 classes. This was our day 5 class. See you again in day 6 with lot more new designs. Please like and comment if you like our video, and to learn more such varieties of art, please subscribe our channel because it's all about art.